Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just filmed this look and it is almost time for everyone to go back to school in Georgia. I don't know about, back to school times where you live, but here school starts in a week or two for most of the students. So I wanted to go ahead and film a simple little back to school look for you ladies who are getting ready to go back to school and you are really into makeup, or you're not really into makeup and you just wanted something nice for the first day or first week or for this year of school, something pretty simple to do. I tried to use all drugstore. I think the only thing that I used that was high-end was my setting spray because I don't have a drugstore setting spray, but there are plenty of good ones. Don't be discouraged. Plenty of good drugstore setting sprays. But yeah, if you would like to see how I got this back to school makeup look, then just keep watching. So first I did my brows with the Milani Eye Tech and Brow Define. And I did not really like this product. This was one of the first times I used this brow pen, and it's like an eyeliner for your brows, and this is the second one I've tried. The first one was by Kat Von D. I have not liked either brow eyeliner type pens that I have used. I do not recommend them unless you are looking for just like a very light brow. So I switched up and used my Kokie Brow Pomade, and I just filled in my brows really quick, and all I do is I outline them and then just fill them in, and then just make some short brush strokes toward the center and just make it a little lighter than the rest of the brow. Next I'm going in with my Flower Beauty Tinted Moisturizer, and this is just a little bit too dark for me, so I decided to go over that with a different foundation. So I went in with my Maybelline Fit Me in Classic Ivory, the Dewy and Smooth foundation, and I really love this drugstore foundation. I highly recommend it. And I just dotted this all over my face and blended it in with, I think this is just a BH Cosmetics brush. Once I have that all blended in, I'm going in with my NYX Radiant Finishing Powder. And this powder does have some shimmer in it, so if you don't like that, then I don't recommend this one. But I like the dewy, glowy finish, so that didn't really bother me, and honestly, you can't really tell. So I really like this finishing powder. Then I go in with my Kokie concealer and all the usual places, just under my eyes for those dark circles, down my nose, cupid's bow, chin, smile lines, forehead, and right below where I would contour. Next, I'm just going to go in with my Eco Tools damp blending sponge and just blend that all in really well. Now I'm just taking my airspun loose setting powder, and this is the translucent one, and I'm just setting all those places where I just put that concealer, and I'm just using a Real Techniques, I don't know if this is a concealer brush or what, I think it's a concealer brush, and I'm just putting that, all the places I put that concealer, and this is how I keep my smile lines from creasing. I just blow my cheek out and make sure it's nice and blended before I set it, so you don't set those creases. Next, I'm taking my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm just going to use that to contour. I realize that this is a little more warm toned for a contour shade, but I didn't really have a cool toned bronzer to contour with that was Drugstore at the moment, so I just, you know, used what I had. But you can just use whatever you have that you normally use to contour. And I'm just blending that in with a Cala powder brush. Then I'm going to take my Morphe brush and bronze up my cheeks. I believe this is the M527, and I'm just using that same butter bronzer and bronzing up the sides of my face and my forehead. And then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild blush, and I'm using my Morphe blush brush to apply that, and it was a little bit dramatic, but I did go in and blend it out with a powder brush. I lost that clip of me blending it and doing my highlight, so I apologize for that, but I used my e.l.f. highlighter, so sorry about that. And next I'm going in with my Hard Candy matte eyeshadow palette, and I love this palette. This is actually one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore. It's only $10 and I highly recommend it. So I just went in with a transition shade, and then I went in with a few different shades in the crease, and I will put the brushes in the description. These shades do not have names, so you'll just have to see what they are in the video, but then I'm just taking that Morphe M503, and it is clean, and I'm just going to blend between each shade that I add, just to make it really seamless. And I'm trying to do a little more natural, softer look, because not everybody is going to go all out in full glam for the first day of school, which is understandable. I never did. I always tried to get as much sleep as I could. I did not have time to do my makeup 2 hours every morning before school. I usually had about 5 minutes to get ready before I had to get out the door, because I got every bit of sleep that I possibly could, because I'm a night owl and I was always on the verge of being late, if not late. Don't do what I did. Just go to bed on time, and it'll be so much easier to get up and get ready in the morning. So yeah, I just put a lighter shade on my lid, and this is just like an all matte eye look. It's very simple, very easy to do. I feel like you just put lots of soft matte shades in your crease and blend, and it's done. Pretty simple, in my opinion. And just blending that out some more. So next I'm just going to be blending a few of those shades on my lower lash line. Try not to poke yourself in the cry ball like I did. Then I'm going in with that Milani Eye Define. It is a brow pen and an eyeliner. So I did try this eyeliner. This is the first time I used it, and I did like it. It was a little difficult to use, but only because it was the first time I used it. I think I just needed to get used to it, so it wasn't so bad. But yeah, I just put on some winged liner. You do not have to do liner. Next, I'm going in with my Cherimoya mascara. I do believe this one is waterproof, so this is a nice mascara. I don't know if you can get it at the drugstore, but it is drugstore priced, so just use whatever mascara you typically use. And I just went back in and blended just a little bit more, and I wanted to be a little more bronze, and I remembered I did have more drugstore bronzers, this e.l.f. bronzer palette, so I went in with a few of those shades and bronzed up my face just a little bit more, because my body is a little more tan than my face at the moment, because it was the end of summer when I filmed this. And now I'm just going to go in and contour my nose. You do not have to do this unless you want to. I like to contour my nose. I don't really love the shape of my nose, and this makes it look a little smaller. So I like to do this, and it is really unnecessary. So next I'm going in with my Rimmel London eyeliner, and this is just a nude shade, and it will just help you to look more awake, and it just opens and brightens your eyes. And now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner. This is a pink shade. And I'll just blend that out with my finger. And I'm going to go in my Kokie Kissable liquid lipstick. And this is a new drugstore brand, and I'm really loving their lipsticks. And I just went in with a matching pink shade. And it's kind of like a rosy pink. Then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild highlight palette. And I really love this highlighter palette. It is very good quality and a great price. For a highlighter, I highly recommend this highlighting palette. I would definitely get your hands on this. And it also has like a kind of a blush shade as well. And I was just highlighting my inner corner and my brow bone with one of those shades. Then I'm going in with this Luxie blush brush, and I'm adding a little of that blush shade just for a little more glowiness. Then I'm going to set my face with that Urban Decay setting spray. You can use whatever setting spray you have, or you don't have to set your face, whatever you want to do. So I usually just take my blending sponge and dab my face to get my setting spray to dry just a little bit faster if you're in a hurry. Then I'm just going to pop on these Cala Lashes, and you are done, ready to go to school. So yeah, this is the completed look. I hope you liked it. I wanted to put a little something at the end of this video because I feel like it's important to say right now during these times, as far as social media and everything influencing students. I've got to quit saying for one. Anyway, gosh, I was lucky enough to go through the majority of school without too much social media. When I was about 10 years old, it started with AOL, AIM, Instant Messenger, and then it went to like MySpace and then Facebook when I was in high school. So MySpace started becoming popular when I was a freshman in high school. So I think my generation, I'm 27, we are the first ones to go through full high school with social media just really getting big. And it was difficult. It made relationships more difficult, friendships more difficult. So I can only imagine how much more difficult it is nowadays, because back then we were just getting started with it. And as most of you know, there's a lot of bullying that goes on in school and on social media. And I just want to say that if you are being bullied, do not be afraid to tell someone that could help you or makes you feel safe, or is a friend or a family member, someone that you can confide in. Find one person. If you don't have a friend or family member you can confide in, find a school counselor, find someone you can tell, someone you can talk to these people about this issue. It is a huge issue. The suicide rate is ridiculous, and a lot of it is due to bullying. And if you are a bully, just stop. It is 2017. Like, just love people. There is absolutely no reason to bully anyone. Blowing out someone else's candle is not going to make yours shine any brighter. I mean, it just makes you look like an ugly, hateful person. At the time, it may make you look cool to others, but you're going to attract those same kind of people. You're going to attract bullies and ugly-hearted people. Why would you want to surround yourself with that? Why would you want to be that? Why do you want to be hateful and rude and ugly? This world is evil and ugly enough. There's enough of that. Just stop. There is absolutely no reason for it. It's really sad that we still have these issues today, when we see that it gets us nowhere. And if you are being bullied, just know that most of the time, this is from personal experience, those bullies grow up to be nobodies. After high school, nobody wants to be around them because they're ugly and rude and hateful. They don't get a good job or keep a good job because they're ugly and rude and hateful, and nobody wants to work with them or be around them. Their lives are usually a lot more difficult because they've done it to themselves. So if you're being bullied, please just get some help from whoever you can. Let someone know. And if you are thinking about suicide or you are becoming depressed because of this, especially seek some help wherever you can find it. And I don't mean seek help in someone who's going to encourage you to kill yourself, because that is now a thing. I love you, and Jesus Christ loves you, and you have a purpose, and you are here for a reason. And there are going to be trials and tribulations in this life, but you can overcome it, and you can do great things, even if somebody tells you that you are ugly or awful, worse, or you are not cool, and you are not into all the cool things and the trends. That's okay. You don't have to be. Literally, just be yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Just be you, be kind, love others, and you will go far. Please, if you are thinking about suicide, do not do it. It is not the answer. You are here for a reason. You have purpose. Do not forget that ever. So anyway, I just wanted to share that message. I feel like it's important to say every year when people go back to school. And again, if you're a bully, please just give it up. Just stop. You'll be so much happier. Like, you're obviously just miserable if that's the way you want to live. Like, I don't know what brought you to be that way, but it's time to stop. It's 2017. It's not cool to be rude, ugly, and hateful anymore. So just stop. Anyway, I love you all so much, and Jesus loves you too. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye.